Gunline, gunline, gunline. Fire mission coming down. It's your host, Lopez, and I'm glad to have you here on the Gunline podcast, where we shoot the shit like we did in the past out in the field. Today, I got one of my homies from back in the day who was my drinking partner, my brother from another mother. We did a lot of things together, and no homo. And with that said, go on and get ready to pop a squat because it's definitely going to get hot on this one. You're on the gun line now. Here today with me is Moya. Moya and I go back to 2005 when we first met up there. He was one of the few Latinos that actually was in the unit that I can remember of that was cool enough to hang out with. And with that being said, what's up, Moya? How you doing, brother?
Doing great, brother. I'm happy to be here. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm just chilling, looking at that fucking quarantine beard that's growing out of your face.
You like it, huh?
Fuck yeah, man. I can't seem to grow a beard. It only grows right here and right here, and that's about it. It's like fucking reverse Joe Dirt. Instead of trailer trash DNA, I got fucking too much essay DNA.
See, I can't grow it up here, though. Still bald as fuck.
It's like you outgrew your hair, and now it's
right
down here. That's what's up, man. So what's been good? How you doing?
Good, man. Just surviving this corona fucking quarantine, you know?
Yep. You know, it's like all those Coronas we drank are coming to attack us now in a virus mode.
Right.
So for those that don't know you, man, who is Eric Moya? What is your story, brother? Tell us about you.
Born and raised in Las Vegas. I am 40, just turned the big 40 this year. I lived here most of my life other than my duty station in Fort Hood, Texas.
Right.
And joined the Army at 24. I was one of the older guys. That's probably why I got along with you so good, because we were both almost the same age.
Yep.
But got out, did my 3 years, 16 weeks, went home, came back home.
No shit. So let's touch a little bit on your military service. Why did you join the Army to begin with?
I wanted money for school. That's what a lot of people join for. Did I end up going to school? Yeah, but did I finish it? No. So my first thought was join the Navy. I went to a recruiter, did a practice test, and he said, come back. I talked to a Coast Guard recruiter too, and didn't go back. He said, we don't have that many jobs to offer, blah, blah, blah. So One day I'm on the food run. I see the Army recruiter station. So let me check this out. The rest is history.
Give me 1 second. What's up, babe? You're good. What's up? You're going out somewhere? Oh, all right. It's Moya.
Hi.
Ya no te acuerdas, güey.
¿Cómo no?
All right. Sorry about that, guess. Had the wife come in here real quick. Kids are acting like a fucking nut house. So you saw the Army recruiter. He caught you slipping. What did he say?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he offered me all this, and I wanted to go into medic. He said, yeah, I could get you in as a medic, and blah, blah, blah. And, if you was a civilian side, there's layoffs, we won't lay you up, and it's job security. And, I was sold. Okay.
Right. He got you with the job security. I got you on that, man. They can't get fired. Well, now you can. You sneeze the wrong way in the military and your ass is out.
Right.
So how did you end up? Okay, so you wanted to be a fucking medic?
I thought about it, but my test wasn't that good to be a medic. So I got a few offers. No, I did not see the 13 Bravo video.
Oh, they didn't get you with the video?
They got me with cabin crew member. I'm like, okay, that sounds like fun. I'll do that. They offered me mechanic, infantry, of course. I said, I don't want to be no fucking mechanic.
Right.
Infantry, I'm like, no, thank you. And then I think they offered me to be a Fister or a Delta, I forget.
Right.
And so I took the cabin crew member.
Just because the word cannon sounded cool, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, the nail in the coffin would have been if you saw that video. That would have fucking sold you right there, man. That video was
Right.
fucking one of those high speed fucking, you get to see all the boom and all the fucking high speed moves. What they don't show you is the motor pool, all the preparation for that bullshit. And they don't tell you about
Right.
the cat crew. Shit. Fuck yeah, man. So you became a 13 Bravo. You went to one station unit training, I'm guessing at Fort Sill, Oklahoma, right?
Of course.
How did that go?
Oh, well, of course, I was one of the older guys. I'm out of shape. I'm fucking, like the first day, the fucking drill sergeant knew my name. Like, fuck, here we go. This isn't gonna, this did not start well.
Right.
So, it was rough, but I made it through. I fucking did what I was supposed to, and the chewing out started. How do you say? Stop. There was less chewing out further down the line.
Right. It became less through the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. For those that don't know, Moya seems to be a little bit on the nervous side if y'all can't view him. We're gonna get into the first time I seen this guy nervous as fuck. It was fucking hilarious. He dropped his ID and everything out of his wallet. But we'll get there here in a moment. Well, that's what's up. So you remember what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So fucking so all right. So you got through basic. You got done with that shit. So you ended up in Fort Hood then, right?
Right.
Is that what you expected, or did you what was on your wish list?
I wanted Fort Hood was my first choice.
What the fuck?
I picked because it was closer, kind of semi closer to here to Vegas.
Gotcha.
My next was Alaska, Hawaii, and then Italy. I believe I chose.
Oh,
that was my last choice.
Yeah. But, see, you got lucky. You chose Fort Hood, not me. I chose fucking the first. Do we say I fucking of all things? I chose. I think Fort Stewart was the first place I chose. That was stupid of me. I ended
up going, where you were there, right?
Georgia? Yeah, I ended up going there after Korea. But the only reason I wanted to go there was because one of my buddies from Miami, before I joined the military, he was there, and I thought it'd be cool to link up with him. But anyways, so Fort Hood, you get to Fort Hood. You got there with a pretty big crew that ended up staying in 277, no?
Yeah. It was me, Reen, Walker, and Carr. Carr was at 13 Bravo. We graduated basic together, and then there was Throw Kill came around the same time, and a few other guys.
Carr. Why do I remember that name? For some reason, I just think about his vehicle. Did he have like a funny looking car?
Yeah, that old ass 1980s cargo van. It was shaped like an egg.
Okay, that's why my head kept going to like a Huevo-mobile. The Egg-mobile. Fucking car, dude. I remember that, dude. Oh, man. So you came in that wave. Now, did you go to 316 first, or were you one of the 277ers?
316, because a lot of the guys still had the crest from 316 when I came in.
Okay.
Yeah, but we were transitioning still. I guess we were still kind of part of 316.
Right.
And then we officially became 277.
Orale, okay, cool shit.
Something like that.
Yeah, either way, you ended up in 277. So because you got there way before I did. I didn't get there till March, end of March, early April 2005. Right. Who were you hanging out around with that time?
I started off with me, Walker, Reen, and Throw Kill.
Okay.
And then Walker was I told myself I wasn't going to talk about anybody, but Walker was a dumbass. So when we kind of started
drifting
away from him. Okay. And then Q came, and then it was, of course, Reen and Q were always like really tight. So
yeah.
They kind of drifted away. So it ended up being me and Thrill Kill.
Right.
And then Thrill Kill started hanging out with Maui. The crew kind of drifted, went off on their own ways. I was hanging out with a few guys from that were fisters from my basic training.
Okay.
that were stationed at Hood. So that was my friends. I mean,
my buddy and me.
I still hung out with the guys from the barracks and stuff. Like, hey, let's drink. Yeah, okay, let's.
Well, shit, hey, let's drink. That's about every fucking day out in fucking Fort Hood.
And of course, I was the only one 21 and over. Can you buy us beer? And of course, like, you gonna drink with us? Like, fuck it, let's drink.
Let's get fuckered up. God damn. That was the beginning of my downfall. There was fucking, oh God. Anyways, so fucking, I remember showing up. Do you remember your first experience with me? Because I can't place the first time we ever talked or hung out.
We were talking. You were in parade rest with me, and I had to tell you, dude, relax. I'm a nobody. You don't have to be in parade rest for me.
You were a PFC. That's right. You were a PFC.
No, I was a E2 still.
Oh no, you missed your PFC, right? Your promotion.
No. I got it in.
No, I think, but somebody, I remember we missed their promotion to PFC because we were running late to formation. I can't remember who that was, though. Never mind.
Yeah, I remember that. That wasn't me, though.
Oh, all right.
I was already pinned.
Okay. So, yeah, you had mosquito wings because I had to eat nothing. And I was fresh from basics. So I was standing at parade rest for everybody and their mama.
Yeah. And then, me and you were talking, I don't know about what, but you were like, with the SA and the homes, I'm like, okay, where are you from, man? Like,
Did I still I still had that accent going, like the LA accent with the homes and A and orale and all that. I think.
Yeah, you said like every other word was SA and homes. I'm like, okay, this fool must be from back on the block, you know?
Right.
So I asked you, I'm like, where are you from? You're like, LA. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I told you where I was from, Vegas, and it's not. There's no similarities. LA is LA, Vegas is Vegas.
It's still right next to each other, though. It's still that. We still had a lot in common.
Right.
So yeah, fucking A, dude. Yeah, I was tripping on that, and it's just, I just remember me, you, and McConnell were pretty much always together a lot. And
go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
No, it was me, you.
No, I was saying.
Go ahead.
I was saying McConnell didn't really come around until you brought him around. It was just me, you, and then Hogan brought me around with you guys. And then here's McConnell. I'm like, okay. And that's how we all were like got really close.
Yeah, we did. We got fucking super tight. Fucking because I remember I lived off post. I think I was the only one that lived off post at the time. So I would just.
Well, you and McConnell.
Yeah. Oh God, I remember fucking because McConnell and Amber were living in fucking in Killeen.
Right.
And I remember that. And then Amber met the ex at the time, and then for some reason we were out in the field. She decided to move to Copper's Cove, next to where me and the ex were living at the time.
Right.
And it's like, what the fuck? We just barely met y'all, and now you're all of a sudden fucking moving in here? What the fuck, dude? Yeah, she was on one. Oh, God.
Yeah, McConnell told me about that. I'm like, what do you mean you're moving? I'm like, you're in the field. Oh, the wife took care of it all. I'm like, okay.
Right. Oh, my God, dude. Fucking, that was a trip. Whose section were you in?
I was in second section with Dufour. It started off with Landis because there was no E6s. The only E6 was Sergeant Taylor.
Okay.
We had Sergeant. It was we had 3 sections in FDC. We had Sergeant Taylor, Sergeant Landis, Natividad, then Corporal Fontaine at the time.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then little by little, we started filling in the spots.
Dude, speaking about Dufour, I got him on Facebook as a friend now. Remember that one night we got all fucking drunk? Hey, Sergeant Dufour, if you hear this, it was us, man. We were fucking drunk that night, and Moya decided to do a crank call.
Dude, don't believe that shit on me.
And well, we always thought that you resembled a certain character from TV.
Oh, he knew it. He knew it.
And so somebody here that's so Moya decided, hey, it'd be a good idea if we crank called you, and I fucking of course followed along suit. Okay, I came up with the idea, and I said, hey, fool, let me get your chief's number. And so I star 67, so you couldn't trace my number. And I called, and then I said, what was it that I said?
Giggity, giggity, goo. That's all. You hung up.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. All right. And then just hung up. Oh, we were drunk. We were dumb privates getting drunk. So, Sergeant Dufour, if you ever wondered who the fuck Crank called you, it was Moya and myself. You can't give us an Article 15 for that shit now. So, fuck it. Oh, man, that's just funny. I was just thinking about that, man. We had a lot of times getting fucked up, though, before deployment. And some things I'd rather not even say out loud, but let's just say I remember one night we had a bottle of Bacardi, I think it was, right?
Yep, Bacardi Limon.
And I think we went for a drive, and when we got back, the bottle was empty, I think, right?
Yeah, we killed that bottle. I don't know how, because at that time I couldn't drink hard liquor like that, like straight up. I'm like,
man, we fucking destroyed that bottle. We were busting donuts. I think I was trying to do donuts on post in the parking lot. What the fuck was I doing, man? I was an idiot. I mean, I wasn't no Larkin.
Oh my God, Larkin. I got a story about him, but go ahead.
What is it? What's that story?
Okay, so I'm on CQ, and I get a call from the MP, a sergeant, one of the MP NCOs. Like, I got a private Larkin here. He needs to pick. He's in the clinic. He's at what was the name of the hospital there?
Darnell?
Bracken or something like that.
Wasn't it Darnell?
No, Darnell, yeah. So he's here. We need a E6 or above to come pick him up. Of course, Sergeant Taylor doesn't answer his phone. So I went to, and I wasn't gonna call Smoke. So I'm like, fuck, what I do? And I called Top.
What the fuck?
So he's like, okay, he's there. Okay, I'll pick him up. And after that, Top drops him off. I walk into his room, and then Top tells us a story about he's getting there to the clinic, pick him up, and they're cleaning him up. And he had, remember that mole he had on his nose? He said the medics were like trying to scrape it off, thinking it was a pebble. And they're like, no, ow. He was like screaming, like, ow. And Top's like, no, that's part of him.
Yeah, dude, I remember that shit was huge. That motherfucker should have carried a goddamn DOD dependent card. That shit. That thing was like mole. Mole. Dude, man, fucking Larkin. Only motherfucker that I know that fell asleep in First Sergeant's vehicle.
Oh, Jesus. I forgot all about that.
God damn. That boy was a drunk. That boy was a fucking drunk. I don't know, Chief. Oh, my God. But, yeah, dude, good fucking times with Larkin. So, moving forward, we used to have grill outs at my house. I remember I found some pictures, as a matter of fact, where it's me, you, Holguin, France, fucking McConnell, all at when I was living in that duplex, quadplex and shit. And I remember that. So I think that's the night that you fucking rolled over and split your eye.
Yeah, I remember that. I mean, I think we were inside your house when I fell over.
At that time, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were, I know that me and Holguin were fucking wrestling and everybody was just getting drunk and wrestling and shit. God damn. And then we have the God damn, we drank a lot when I think about it, man. We also, the story of the barbecue, not the barbecue, of the campfire at fucking
Carter's house.
At Carter's house. Were you there for that?
Yeah.
Who pushed
I
me?
rolled with you. I don't know. You fell, fool.
No, see, everybody tells me that, but I did not fall. I think
I don't. I honestly don't know. I always thought you fell.
That's what everybody
like
said. I fell in. Dude, I think that was one of the best fucking parties we ever had, or I ever attended.
Oh no, those were great parties. There was 2 of them right before we left. To Iraq.
Yep. Oh man, good times. Then, so let's go to the deployment. Let's talk about the deployment a little bit. You weren't supposed to leave until I think that Monday, right? Or Tuesday. You weren't on main body 1. You were on a different main body.
Right. It was it was that your guys' deployment. Then I was like a day or 2 later, I think it was.
Right.
Because I had plans to clean my room, get another bottle of Bacardi, get fucked up, and be ready to leave the next day after that.
Right.
But yeah.
So what ended up happening that morning?
So fucking, it's like, I forgot the time. It was in the morning. I get up. Or no, I heard a loud bang on my door. It was Sergeant J. I'm like, and I saw the stripes. I'm like, here we go. What's up, Sergeant? How you doing? I'm in parade rest in my fucking chonies. I'm like, you're like, is all your shit ready? I'm like, yeah. You sure? You're all packed. I'm like, yeah. Are you sure? I'm like, yeah. I got everything ready. I'm okay. Grab it. You're going. I'm like, and I just like froze. Like, what? Yeah, grab your shit. I'll meet you downstairs. I'm like, fuck.
Hey, fool, you're too close to the camera. We can't see you.
Hey. And the only reason I said that because I didn't want to get in trouble. I don't want.
Right.
One thing I try to do everything right, so I don't get no ass chewing. I could take an ass chewing, but if I could avoid one, then
yeah.
So he's like, grab your shit, we're going. And so I ended up grabbing my stuff. I go downstairs, and he's told me what was going on. I'm like, hey, look, I'm sorry, but we need to constantly miss movements. We need to fill in this spot. God damn, you smell like liquor.
Oh, shit. Fucking goddamn. Yeah, I remember that. And you came downstairs, man. And we're getting ready to elope. Huh?
No, go ahead.
No, what were we going to say?
No, I had to call everybody like, yeah, I'm leaving today. Like, yeah, but that's another.
Well, no, porque what's fucked up is, what was fucked up was that I remember it was Friday night and we got all fucking drunk. All of us got drunk. And then we weren't supposed to fly out till Monday, I think it was. So Saturday morning, I woke up with a fucking nasty cruda. And I had a phone call and I picked it up. I'm like, hello, like, hey, the timeline's changed, wheels up tomorrow, 1600. I'm like, what? So I'm like, fuck. So now I got to go and I got to break the news to my mom because she was there. And fucking, yeah, we're leaving tomorrow. Right. It was fucking heartbreaking, man. Like, shit. You know, even if it was just an extra day, that extra day made a fucking difference. You know what I mean? Because it might be the last day you get to see them. So fucking, yeah, that shit blew balls. But, I mean, luckily, what was cool was we had each other. You know what I'm saying? At the very least, we had each other. Right. We were all on our first deployment and shit. So I remember we're getting ready to manifest, and me and Kowalczyk always talk about this. Fuck, what was that guy's name? I can't remember his name, but I remember we were in the bus, and then suddenly you just hear somebody say, and that's the motherfuckers that fuck animals, or something like that. He was
fuck.
Wheeler, that's his name. That's right. That's those pig fuckers there, or something like that. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? That shit came out of nowhere, dude. Oh, man. So that kind of broke the tension a little bit on that. then I remember we got to manifest over at the airport, and that's when the hugging lady was there. Remember the hugging lady?
Yeah.
And then
oh yeah, I remember her.
And then fucking they started asking for the IDs. And I think that's when you started like shuffling shit. What happened there?
Are you?
You can't hear me?
Oh no, I thought. Yeah, I hear you. It's like you kind of frozen. I thought it paused. But...
Oh, okay. No, so what ended up happening when we started asking for IDs?
Oh no. Oh, I realized I lost my ID. I'm like, so I fucking went into panic. I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck? This isn't my day.
Wait a minute.
This is the worst day I ever had.
You lost the ID?
Yeah, I lost my military ID.
Oh.
You don't remember that?
I remember you got all nervous and started shaking and dropped everything. And I remember, I know it had something to do with your ID. I thought you had to look for ID, but I forgot that you had lost it, dude.
Yeah, Sergeant Jay was helping me out. Like, dude, what happened? I'm like, I don't know, Sergeant. I lost my ID, and we talked to one of the senior NCOs in charge of that whole thing. He was a master sergeant, I think.
Okay.
And he's like, oh, just let him know what's going on, and just whenever they ask you for your ID, I think they had me fill out something or sign something. I don't remember quite well what it was, but it was. And I ended up getting.
Go ahead.
I ended up getting it back in Kuwait. They took me to do the paperwork and just got my picture, and that was it. It was that easy.
No shit. Yeah, dude. I mean, it was nerve-wracking being that, first of all, I mean, you get woken up, you're hungover, you're not expecting to leave for another 2 fucking days. Then
dude, I was still drunk. I wasn't hungover. I was still fucking drunk.
I'm surprised you didn't tell on yourself. But we're going to talk about that in a second, too.
God damn it.
Oh, man. I remember we flew out. We landed in Bangor. And then we had to spend the night in Bangor. Because our plane was fucked up or something. So we spent the night at the hotel there. Tried to rub one out and shit. I think you were my roommate that night, too.
Yeah, I fell asleep, and I don't know what you were doing. You were on the computer, and you were talking to your wife at the time.
Let's just say some shenanigans occurred. So hopefully the current isn't listening to this one. But there was a lot of porno going on, to say the least. But yeah, so we ended up flying out. We got to Kuwait. What was your first thoughts when you first got to Kuwait?
That getting off the plane, it's like a smell of BO just hit me, like it was just lingering in the air. I'm like, damn, it fucking stinks over here. Fucking Kuwait stinks.
God damn. No, man. What was the next impressions that you had? Like, did the heat get to you like that? Do you remember what time we arrived there? I don't remember.
We got there at night.
Okay.
It was I don't know exactly the time, but it was already dark. There was a fog where I don't know if you remember that big ass fog that first night. We could barely see, and
that's right.
I didn't get lost. I just lost the people I was with.
Right.
And I saw some people from second platoon. I think it was Sergeant Eldridge and a few other guys. They're like, come with us. We know where it is. So I ended up going back with them to what was it called? The little building we were staying at?
What?
Anyways.
The tents or where?
Yeah, the tents.
Okay. Yeah, fucking, I remember that. I remember fucking, I forgot about the fog. I forgot how fucking foggy it was. It was really foggy as fuck. And, dude, I just remember just like, the next, I remember then we had a pull guard on the guns, and we had to walk like about a good half a mile to a mile in that fucking moon dust. Or out in there, Jesus fucking Christ, that sucked balls.
There was a bunch of connexes and stuff. And yeah, I remember that.
That's where I met Storytime Taylor.
Oh God.
Do you have any stories of him? Did he ever tell you anything of his fucking life story?
No, he should say he had a bunch of connections. He gave me money for food because I was fucking starving and the chow hall was closed already. So he's like, "No, you need to eat here." I'm like, "Okay, thanks, buddy."
Mm.
Like, can I use your change to buy cigarettes? Yeah, go ahead. I mean,
Dude, one thing I know for sure that we always needed cigarettes, or we always had cigarettes. I knew that if I didn't have any, I could go find you, or you would find me. I just think about now. And this is gonna throw this completely off of where we're at. But I remember we would be out in the field, and fucking we used to call it Moya mode. But after we used to occupy, and then like everybody would just gaggle together, right? It would be our little group, and then we would see you coming walking. Like, that's Moya mode right there. Just like nonchalantly, you know, like fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It kind of reminded me of like oh God, like if there was a cartoon, dude, of somebody just walking all chill, like ni modo vale madre. Fuck. That was Moya mode.
dude. I mean, there was a lot of reason for that. That's why I'm like, fuck it. You know, I was getting the bitch work. Like, oh, we don't need you. We don't need you. We got him. I'm like, okay, fuck it. You want me to do something? Nothing. I'm not gonna do anything.
Dude, when we were out in the field, what was the one thing that stands out to you? Like, what are the things that stand out to you from being on the gun line?
I mean, on our downtime, walking over to you guys, that's where I met the guys in fourth section now, like Cruz, and it was Cruz, fucking Wilson and Freeman. Kowalczyk, I think.
Yeah.
And then I knew Dowden before because he was in my section.
Okay.
And then they moved him to ammo. Then they ended up switching Wilson and Dowden, I think, made a switch. So they moved Dowden fourth and Wilson to ammo. And so I renewed Dowden. So I mean, it was just like meeting everybody, you know, in our platoon. Right. I didn't really know anybody.
Right. I mean, those were good fucking times.
Besides honestly, the guys I came in with.
You know, that was some of the best times I remember was honestly in the first unit, the first duty station. I think that was some of the most memorable times. Because we spent 1 fucking month out in the field. I remember that shit clearly. We did, I think, 1 or 2 weeks of fucking artillery. Then we put the guns away and started just doing fucking maneuver shit. A Humvee, going out to the range with the 50 cal on the Humvee. You know what I mean? I mean, there was that one time that you were gunning for us, and I think I was the driver. And who was it? Was it Juarez? Juarez was chiefing on the truck on that time?
Dufour.
Oh, was it Dufour?
It was Dufour, yeah.
And then we were driving. I mean, we drove around all fucking day and just passed out in the field. You were asleep in the gunner's hatch. So this motherfucker, just to let y'all know, this fool has a certain giggle that when you hear it, you know it's Moya. And fucking I was asleep. We were all asleep in the truck. And then Moya out of the hatch, I just hear and I'm like, what the fuck was that? Sure enough, Moya was fucking giggling in his sleep. I don't know if somebody was tickling his balls in his dreams or what. Dude, what the
I felt a hand. I mean, like I'm down, Lopez.
Oh, fuck it. I save it for later. Dude, those were fucking fun goddamn times, man. But yeah, we had a good fucking we had some good NCOs. I think that we had some really good NCOs. Luckily you got out before the transition of what I started seeing was going on within the military.
I heard a lot about it.
Oh yeah. But let's go back to deployment. Back in deployment, there was an incident that occurred where it was me, you, and McConnell. And
right.
We were drinking moonshine. because Roberson had a big ass
Dude,
bottle of Listerine. All right, so I remember I bought that from Roberson for $20, and I brought it over to my room. It was me, McConnell. Who was the other roommate? Was it Thrillkill? Or was it Kowal?
No, it was that room in the middle in that one hallway, right? Like,
yeah, it was, but it was for 3 people. It was me,
McConnell. It was you,
McConnell,
Kowalczyk, I think it was.
No, Moyer.
It was Kowalczyk.
Was it?
Moyer, you got kicked out of the room. They moved you after that.
That's right.
They moved Moyer over there.
That's right. Because Kowalczyk was on duty that night at Prosperity. So me, you, and McConnell had the great idea to mix Rippets with this moonshine.
Oh, dude, that was the worst thing you could ever do.
Oh my God, we got so fucking trashed that night, dude. I don't remember it. I remember when the I'm not gonna throw his name out, but there was an NCO staff sergeant type that came in there and gave me a shot of tequila, and I think that was it. After that, I had to go throw up, and then I got busted by that one LT. I can't remember his name.
Okay. See, I went to the restroom. I was about to go to bed, call it a night.
Yeah.
I see Sergeant Dean. I don't know if you remember Sergeant Dean.
Yeah, I do.
He looks right at me. He's in the stall. Like, what's up, Sergeant? Hey, what's up with your boy? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. On the advice, go back to your room. Don't come out. That's what he told me.
Yeah, he looked out for you.
And then I'm coming out, and I see you, the LT, Sergeant Landis, I think it was, and Sergeant J talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, fuck. So I go lock myself in the room. McConnell's dumbass. I feel him shaking me. Hey, man, hey, Lopez got caught. Like, dude, go back to your room. Nah, man, I don't want to get caught. Like, go back to your room. I'm trying to fucking sleep this off.
Right.
And he's like, oh, I'm not feeling good. I think I'm going to throw up. Look, dude, fucking lay down. I made it so I lay down in my bed. Like, fuck. Like, talking about bad drinkers. He was pretty bad that night.
Oh, man. All I remember was I remember talking to them, and then I think the LT was there too, Lieutenant Senator Sola. And what's funny is I remember talking with them, but from there I just blacked out. I'm out. And then I wake up the next morning, I find out I missed movement. Fucking Kowalczyk is fucking pissed. I mean, he's pissed because he had to stay there extra because I was fucked up. And then I get there to the post, and then Holguin, I was on guard with Holguin that night in one of those fucking ovens on the tower guard.
On the way up there in the tower, huh?
Yeah, dude, I was fucking sucking. And I should have taken advice from Smoke. Smoke was like, look, Lopez, tell me what the fuck happened. I can nip this in the bud. But if you don't tell me what happened, it's going to go bad. And I'm stupid. I was fucking stupid. Hindsight is 2020. You know what I mean? I should have listened to Smoke and just told him the truth. But I just stayed like nothing. So next thing you know, of course, fucking got caught up. Where did you get it? I never snitched on anybody. Never dropped any fucking dimes. Like it was just me. It was just me. And then I hear that night that you're fucking telling Gunny Booker. Oh, like, what the
God damn it, he got me.
So how did Gunny Booker end up catching you? Like,
he goes. Hold on, you're cutting off.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I said, why did you end up telling Gunny Booker? Because nobody knew shit. It was just me. Because
he pulled me in this room. He's like, I know everything. I know what you guys did. I know the names. I figured since, because I ran into Sergeant J. He's like, what are you doing now? I'm like, I just can't sleep, Sergeant. Because McConnell was in my fucking bed. Right. And then with Sergeant Dean, of course, telling me, go to your room, don't come out. I figured they know something. That's why I'm like, fuck. I spilled the beans. I fucking told everything we did. And he's like, you wait outside. Him and my OT were talking. Machuca's like, dude, you shouldn't have fucking said anything. Nobody knows anything. I was trying to tell you, I don't know if you saw me doing this, but I was trying to tell you not. So I went back, and me and McConnell were standing together. He's like, dude, don't say anything. Don't say anything. He's like, dude, I already know. Go lie. Go make something up.
That was me that told you that shit. I remember telling you, tell them that you didn't want me to get in trouble by myself, that you didn't want me to go down, and that's why you did that. And, because I was like, fuck.
No, that was exactly what I did. I'm like, well, I was trying to cover Lopez. He just bought a house. I want him to lose money, and I got nothing. I have nothing to lose right now.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. So, are you sure? Are you sure? Oh, it was. I don't think he trusted me after that.
Oh, I'm sure he didn't. But you know what? Good looking out. That's a brother right there going down with you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you trying to go down with the ship with me. But like I told you, man, I got this. I'll take care of it. And dude, I'm telling you, I mean, Top saved my ass. Top really saved my ass. Because when I went to get my Article 15 read, Captain Flores, that little pudgy fat motherfucker, he wanted to he looked like a little doughboy. What are you drinking on, fool? We were just kidding, man.
Red Bull. Huh?
We were just kidding, fool. You don't need to be slamming that
shit. Hear you.
We were just kidding about that shit. Me and Kowalczyk.
Oh, fuck you. You and Ishmael?
Oh, Ishmael.
Our little G.I. Jew.
G.I. Jew. I used to love it. And Dowden used to die when I called him Kowalsberg or Kowal. Oh, man. That motherfucker will get mad. I'm not a fucking Jew. Oh, man. Maybe you should pull out a little something that we have from back in the day. You remember what I'm talking about? When we used to hang out in my house, we used to get drunk as fuck. And we used to take video of when we were all shit-faced. And,
that video on YouTube?
Yeah, isn't there a video of old Kowalsberg?
Oh, yeah. Let me see if I have it here.
Let's go ahead and get that set up.
Stand by.
Meanwhile, while you do that, I'll go ahead and brief the people on what's going on. So back in the day, we everybody used to come to my house to hang out and drink. We used to get fuckered up. I'm talking about beyond belief. I had a little pool table in the garage, and we used to just get shit-faced and drunk. Anyway, so this one night, we had old Kowalsberg drinking with us. And we had told him, I was talking to him in Spanish. And this is what resulted.
Right?
Yeah, I said, go ahead.
Fuck that fucking shit. Can I take a picture? Stop that damn English, goddamn shit. I say, fuck that. I'm trying to Spanish. I want to goddamn Spanish type of beat.
Well, what y'all missing in that part is where he says, I'll burn that motherfucker down. That was an awesome fucking night, man. That was a really great night.
I lost you. You there?
Yeah, we got it, man. I know you guys got shitty service out in Vegas, man. Okay. It's all good. Yeah, we hopefully it'll make it onto the fucking on the audio, because that shit was fucking classic. Don't talk that monkey talk here. Oh man. So after our deployment, we had our good times out there. Everything was cool and dandy and shit. We all ended up coming back home. You know, I remember the day we got blown up. You were the first one to hit me up after we came back. This is during the deployment, like our first week there or 2 weeks there, that we got fucked up.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing you, and I remember talking to you, but I don't remember what was said. Do you remember?
No, I mean, I came to check on you because I'd hope somebody would do the same for me, you know, like, because we're friends.
Right.
So, and I'm like, how you doing, man? You good? And all you told me was like, I never seen a man die like that before. I'm like, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say to you after that.
That was
and you were with you ended up leaving because you were like with the other platoon you were replacing from the other unit.
Yeah.
So you ended up leaving with them, and we talked about it, but not.
Yeah, that was a fucked up day.
Yeah.
It still fucks with us every once in a while. Me and Kowalski talk about it. Holguin hit me up a couple of years ago. He was going through a tough time about that shit too. Saran Campos, we talked to each other on the anniversary about that shit too. Fucking it was a fucked up time, you know. But it is what it is. We all made it back.
Right.
15 years, 14 years, 2006,
something like that.
14 years, yeah. Fucking crazy, dude. It's amazing how fucking 14 years has flown by, dude. Can you believe that shit?
Right.
So what other stories do you remember from fucking deployment? Anything funny you recall?
Remember Connolly? So he got upset with Gunny Booker. He put a EO complaint? What was it called? Was that what it's called?
Yep.
So Sergeant Mendes was the other EO NCO.
Right.
So Sergeant Mendes came to talk to us all, and I told him how I felt, you know, about Gunny Booker, and I mean I won't go into detail about that, but
right.
And then from what I heard, because Gunny Booker was threatening Conley to bump him down, to take everything away, give him the max or something like that. And because Gunny Booker had his favorite, Gonzalez. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Gonzalez. But,
yeah, little Gonzo, right?
Yeah. But he showed a lot of favoritism towards Gonzo. So I know one of the times, we were on, what was it called, QRF?
Yeah.
We were on QRF, and Gonzo snapped at Gunny Booker and cursed him out and everything. And he told Machuca in Spanish, like, I don't know, I can't stand this motherfucker. And
damn.
So, long story short, Conley made an EO towards Gunny report, and Top Britain told Gunny, well, if you're gonna ride up Conley, you have to ride up Gonzalez.
Right.
Okay. Now we'll just let it go.
Wow, dude, that's fucking crazy.
I thought it was funny because I'm like, wow, he fucking.
Well, the funny thing is, you're not the first one to mention about him being discriminatory or racist. I spoke with somebody just recently, and he was bringing that up. And so hopefully when I get this guy on the podcast, he'll elaborate more on that.
Right.
So we'll talk offline.
Okay.
Yeah. So I remember we got back, you know, deployment was deployment. Fucking, I remember you left on my birthday. You came back on my birthday, and I was still stuck over there. I was sad, dude, because everybody was leaving, and it fucking sucked balls.
I still got that picture right before we left, and
the one where me and you are standing next to each other.
Yeah, you're PTs, and I'm in the uniform, and
yeah,
it was like the last day.
That was the last day you were flying out that day, and I was stuck there and fucking, because supposedly, you know, they wanted us to stay there longer, man. Fuck that. I was fucking still under the impression of what happened with 176 when we took over.
Right.
You know, that, I mean, that shit, it stayed in my fucking brain that these motherfuckers were leaving in a few days and gone like that, you know? So when you got home, how long were you already getting ready to ETS, right?
It was, let's see, we got back in November or December.
You got back in November. I got back in December.
Okay, so got back. I got out in, I did two more field problems.
Field trips.
And I got out in October. October, it was when I got out of 2007.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's, I mean, with the train, we still had training, we still had ranges to go, we still had
Oh wait, you were still
qualify.
there when I left to Korea? You were still there?
Yeah, you left before me.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, remember your brother Doug came for like right before you left, and
that motherfucker.
I was actually on Rear D getting ready to get out, and
right.
Everybody was in the field, and I'm over here getting drunk while everybody's training.
Yeah, I remember that shit. I remember because Chavari was our smoke at the time.
Yeah.
Chavari.
That guy cracked me up. I'm like,
dude,
he went fucking first.
I hated him at first. Oh, go ahead, man.
No, he went from like if we were in fucking day one on drill.
Right. That motherfucker, he was still stuck on the trail, man. That motherfucker. Woo! But you know what? He turned out to actually be a cool ass dude afterwards, man. Like, I talked to him afterwards after I got out, and I think when he was getting out, I don't know where he's at now. I had him on Facebook, but I dropped off the Facebook for a while due to some personal shit that went on in my life. But well, you know about it, and they're still waiting for you here, by the way.
Who's? Oh, yeah.
But fucking yeah, dude. You ended up getting out. What was the first thing? Well, I don't want to say the first thing you did, but how did you handle transitioning out?
So I started making applications. One thing I didn't want to do was be a fucking security officer. I did not want to be no flashlight cop, which I ended up fucking doing anyways. I'm like, and I applied everywhere. I worked at the airport before I joined so I applied there. I applied a bunch of other places. And I mean, here in Vegas is casino work. It's a lot of casino work. Fucking hospitality, customer service. I went to a job fair one time, and there was a car rental place that was hiring. Like, what'd you do before? I'm like, I just got out of the army, and well, we're hiring people. We need people to wash cars. I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Right.
First. So he came.
We're having some audio issues. Go. You cut out after washing cars.
Yeah, so he gave me the paperwork and his business card, and I just threw that shit away.
Yeah.
And it took me about a month to find a job.
Okay.
I applied at the Golden Nugget where I work at currently, and they called me about an hour after I put in the application. I'm like, okay, well, I didn't want the job, honestly. I didn't want to be fucking security. But I'm like, you know what? This guy went out of his way to call me an hour after I put in the application online.
Right.
I'm gonna go to the interview and I want to talk to him.
Right.
And the guy was a pretty cool ex-Marine. A lot of ex-military that were security managers, officers, etc. So and they hired me pretty much on the spot, other than waiting for the background check, drug test, and all that stuff. But I mean, I left there while I was trying to drive a truck. That didn't work out.
I remember
I left there. I did crime scene cleanup.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, that wasn't long. That was about a month. But
what happened with that?
It was on call.
Oh, okay.
It was on call. We had a contract with the police to clean out like say somebody puked or somebody crapped themselves, we have to go in and clean everything out.
Oh, so it wasn't something along the lines of going to clean up like a murder scene or anything like that.
We did that. We did a couple of suicides. Like, I don't know if you ever seen the movie Sunshine Cleaning, something like that. It's on, I think it's on Hulu or Netflix. It's called Sunshine Cleaning. This girl starts her own business, and at first she's has no idea what she's doing. And then she ends up learning about biohazard and all that. It was a lot of that, like,
oh shit,
ripping out drywall if there's blood, or fucking ripping out carpet, fucking getting rid of furniture and shit, a lot of shit like that. But I did a lot for that short time I was working with them.
Okay. So did you have any expectations, though, getting out of the military, coming to civilian life, that were bubble bursts?
I thought I was going to make bank, fucking be rich, fucking, I got this experience, I'm going to get a good job, and no, that didn't happen.
No fucks were given, huh?
No fucks were given. Like, thank you for your service, but you don't qualify to be this or be that.
Right.
That's where I was going at with that car wash offer job. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Damn, dude. I mean, it's a trip, and it's a big eye opener, a humbling experience sometimes. You know, well, you came out of E4, you were a specialist.
Right.
You know, and I came out as well. When I got out, I was a staff sergeant, and I thought, you know, I gotta at least come out as a supervisor somewhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
And shit, hey man, I got 3 mouths to feed, and then a wife to go with that. I was like, fuck it. I just found the first thing that would hire me, and that was working at a call center, bro, here in San Antonio. And you know, you got to bite the bullet, you know. Because you have a family too, you know. You have your son you got to take care of. I mean, we haven't mentioned him at all. I don't know if you're trying to keep him out of it, and that's cool. I won't bring him up. But you know, you have responsibilities you got to take care of as well. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, child support wasn't going to stop. They were still charging me. I was fucking. I'm like, if I don't get a job soon, I'm gonna fucking owe them a lot more than what I'm paying. I'm gonna. Was it back pay? I'm gonna owe back pay.
Right, exactly.
And that's gonna be a bitch to pay off to catch up.
So what experiences do you think you brought with you from the military though that are helping you, or that did help you in the civilian life? Either coping skills, or what kind of skills do you think you brought with you?
I'm more organized than what I was before I joined.
Okay.
The time tell me be there 15 minutes early, I'm there 20 minutes early. I'm like, I see people at my current work, running to go clock in, not to be late. I'm like, if you leave 5 minutes earlier, you might get here. You might not have to run.
For real?
No, fuck that. I'm like, okay, don't do it then.
Yeah, and then they're gonna be crying that they got unfavorably fired and shit.
Right, and then I've always been shy. I mean, yeah. I've always been like the quiet guy, and I think through the military, I got a little bit more confidence. I still get nervous. I'm still the quiet guy, but it's helped me out a lot. Even my job, my customer service job, I'm able to approach somebody and like make conversation.
Right. Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. I mean, I think you've always been somebody who converses, someone who talks, because once we get you going, we can't get your shit up.
Right.
No, I mean, honestly, like, I can't think of a bad time, when we would drink and just get fucked up. I mean, there was a time when we got fucked up beyond reason. We're not going to touch on that one.
Okay.
But, you know what I'm talking about, Dick.
Oh, yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah. This motherfucker socked me in my face, man. He fucked me up. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot he was left-handed.
I mean, I still feel bad doing that, but it's like,
I was
damn,
fucking
this
drunk.
fool hit me first.
I was fucking drunk, dude. We were all faded that night and fucking.
But one thing, you did call me the next day.
You're breaking up, dude.
To apologize. I had a falling out with another. Call me to apologize. I have a friend I had a falling out with like 2-3 years ago. I didn't get nothing till like 6 months, almost a year later.
Damn.
Like, and then through a text message, I'm like, damn, like, what should I do? And one of my friends like, fuck it. Accept his apology. I'm like, dude, it was through a text message.
Dude,
you know?
it's breaking up, man. Hold on. The Wi-Fi's fucking up on your end.
Hold on. Let me check it.
Eric Moya. All right. Meanwhile, while he's going out to go fix whatever he's fixing. Yeah. So what ended up happening that night, I got really fucked up and got out of line. And one thing led to another. And there was some scrapping going on. And I deserved it. I earned it. I was a dumbass. But, here we are 15 fucking years later. We can laugh about that shit. Because honestly, I fucked up. I know I fucked up. And it is what it is.
Okay, I'm back. Am I there?
Yep, now you're here.
All right, cool.
Dude, you look like a fucking undercover goddamn, like those snitches that come out on the fucking TV when they put that fake beard on them and the glasses and the hat. Like you're telling on the mafia and shit. Oh, shit. So, yeah, dude, so you were saying something about you had a falling out with somebody and then somebody.
Yeah, old friend of mine. And I mean, like you, our falling out, it wasn't really a falling out, but we talked to each other the next day, we squashed it.
Yeah.
And like my friend, we had our problem. I didn't hear from him for a year. I'm like, is this fool gonna apologize? Fucking through text, almost 6 months later. Hey, dude, I'm sorry. I'm like, text message. Okay.
What the fuck? Damn, that's almost as bad as breaking up with somebody through a text message.
Right? And I'm like, and one of my coworkers like, dude, just squash it with him. I'm like, no, fuck that. You apologize. I'm like, through a text message? Really?
Yeah.
At least he apologized. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. We're cool. Don't worry about it.
Right.
I ended up fucking squashing it.
Fuck that. I'd go find his old lady and smash his old lady and squash it with her.
Luckily, and we were drunk, and I was fucking strapped. Good thing I didn't fucking come back and shot his ass.
Fool.
And it was in California too, so imagine.
Oh shit, you would have been struck out, baby. Shit. It's like Texas.
That's why. Yeah.
So that's
what you're saying. You're a bad drinker. I think I'm a bad drinker too.
Shit. Well, not really. I'm just a shitty drinker. I'm just, at least you know when to stop. Well, the thing is, though, when we got fucked up together, it's like we influenced each other, though.
Right.
You know me and you just would just go.
So you kick it till the wheels fall off.
Hell yeah. Fucking, oh, God. It reminds me of that time that we got fucked up outside of, dude, you know what I was talking about? Oh my God. You should remember this story better than I do. I was talking about the one night that we had the barracks party and there was that lesbian chick that I was going to fight her or some shit like that. And then she was like, you don't remember that? And it was like,
no, I remember that.
I'm a girl. And I said, fuck you and your girl. What the fuck? All I remember was getting drunk that night. Do you remember that night at all?
Yeah, with one of my good friends from Basic. It was his little kickback, and you're like, "What you hit me up? Like, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm over here." Like, all right, we're coming down. Like, so we fucking just started fucking drinking. It was me, you, McConnell, and my boy, Esparza was his name.
Okay.
And yeah, and I know you guys. You're mingling with everybody, trying, you're that's who you are. You go and mingle, try to talk to everybody, try to And I have no idea how that conversation started with you and that chick. And you were like, fuck you fucking lesbian. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And even my friend's like, dude, Lopez, chill out.
Dude, I thought it was a dude. From what I remember, I thought that was a dude. And then she said, I'm a girl. And I said, I'll fuck you up and your girl. I remember saying something like that. And then walking away, yelling some old LA shit that I shouldn't have been yelling, which we're not even going to touch on that.
I wasn't gonna go there, but
yeah, that part of my life is still it's kept in the rucksack. Dude, that's been fucking crazy, man. So how did you deal with a lot of like the like not getting the job that you wanted or what you thought you had probably deserved? How did you feel about that, and how did you deal with it though?
Well, I mean, I kept my job, and I didn't use my GI Bill yet because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with myself. So I kept this job, and I applied a few other places. I'm like, let me get a part-time. I'm behind on some bills. Nothing, not even nothing went. I ended up working just that job. I was working a lot of overtime, just trying to play catch up.
Yeah.
And then when I had a death in the family, and I saw an old cousin of mine.
Yeah,
he said he was a truck driver. I'm like, okay, he's like, you should get your CDL.
Right.
Like, okay. So I took the class, I passed, and yeah, that was a good 6 months I lasted there.
Dude, I remember you came to visit in Colorado because you had to take off from there.
Yeah.
And you were in Denver. You came over to the house and got drunk with me. And then the next day they were picking you up, talking about they'll be there in so-and-so time. I don't think I ever drove from Colorado Springs to Denver so fast in my fucking life, dude. I think we made it like in about 20, 30 minutes. I was fucking flying, dude. I don't know how the fuck we made it up there so fast. Oh, man. Y luego you were all crudo in the truck with that dude?
No, he put me to drive. He put me behind the wheel. He like, jump in. We're going to get you started. So I drove all the way through Colorado, Utah, Nevada, Vegas, and then we made it to California.
Nice.
And I mean, I didn't drive all that way. I drove.
Right. You drive tandem, right? You drive a team.
Yeah, I drove all the way to Utah, I believe, and then like, all right, your hours are up. I'm gonna take over.
Okay.
So,
good shit.
Yeah, that was my first night. I'm like, fuck you, man. Like, how the fuck did I do that? All fucking hungover.
Shit. Now, did you have any like times where things were rough and like you probably, I don't know, there's a lot of cats out there that they hit a wall and they don't know how to overcome it. Did you hit any of those walls, and if so, how were you able to overcome it?
Ooh, yeah, I'm stuck on that question. Bro.
Well, that's cool. We could come up with that one to the next time we bring you on here, because the last thing I remember, and we'll touch on this and we'll call it a day because we've already gone over an hour and 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, it's been some time. So the last thing I'll touch is when McConnell died.
Yeah.
And I remember when I got that fucking that text from you.
Right.
And you were like, "Hey, fool, I don't know if you want to know this, but or I don't know if you care, but McConnell died." And I was like, "Oh shit," because yeah, me and him had our falling out,
Right.
Bad, really, really fucking bad. And anybody that knew us back then knew that me and McConnell were fucking literally joined at the fucking hip.
Right.
His downfall was back when Korea.
You're like Reen and Quintero.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
yeah, we were.
And that was you used to tell me I was your guys' Murray.
I forgot about that, dude. I forgot because Murray did hang out with them. That's right.
He's
Oh,
like,
shit.
Moya, you're on Murray. I'm like, God damn.
Hey, but we had a good time. We were like 3 fucking stooges, baby. But yeah, that it fucked me up a little bit, but it didn't surprise me. You know what I mean? That's the thing about it. That one didn't surprise me that it happened. Did it come to a surprise for you?
Not at all, but I mean, it was like a repeat of when I lost one of my relatives. He was going through that. You remember seeing McConnell on like high off them pills and stuff?
Right.
That was like I was going through the same thing with my cousin. He was fucked up off them prescription meds.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you need to chill out. Oh, I'm fine. Like, no, I'm not. Because I saw McConnell like that, and then I saw this fool like that, and then yeah, both of them aren't here anymore. But
right. Well, the first step that we had to deal with was even before deployment. It was fucking Jones.
Yeah, I remember that. He was doing the prescription meds too.
Yeah. Fucking sad, man. Fucking sad. But, if anything, that motherfucker, he was always getting high. No matter how many times we try to tell him not to fucking and try to help him out,
Right.
I feel bad for the kids, and I still reach out to Amber every once in a while to see how she's doing, make sure she's.
I lost touch with her. I don't know anything about her.
We'll talk offline.
Okay.
But yeah, man, dude, it's been great having you here on the Gunline podcast. We ended it on a solemn fucking sad note. We can't end it like this.
No.
No.
That's what I was thinking about doing the video last, but we got that out of the way.
If you had one story to tell from us when we used to hang out, which one do you think it would be?
Damn, I'd have to go into detail. It was you don't have the right.
Go ahead, man.
Okay, so Lopez grew up in LA, which he used to call everybody homes in SA, and I grew up in Vegas. I grew up around the whole gang members. I used to hear them Holmes, SA, and he used to call me Cholo Sin Barrio. It was a gangster with no hood.
Who did?
You. So one night we were drinking, of course, and Lopez wasn't doing that well. He was already, I think he already had thrown up. We had maybe like 2-3 months after we came back from Iraq.
Well, yeah. Let me just preface that as well with we drank 1800 that fucking Sanchez had, and then Musty McCabe brought that fucking Jameson. Oh, go ahead.
So we're waiting for Amber to pick you guys up, and you're sitting there. Me and McConnell were shooting the shit. Like, is he all right? I don't know. He's pretty gone now. And you look up like, hey, S.A. I'm like, what's up, Holmes? You're like, you ain't earned that right. I'm like, and me and McConnell just started dying laughing. What the fuck's so funny? Don't laugh.
You ain't earned that right to call me S.A. or Holmes.
Because I was a Cholo Sin Barrio.
Oh, my God, dude. That still haunts me to this day, dude. That shit was funny as fuck. That was, I think, the last. Well, no, there were a lot more shit-faced nights. But, yeah, I think that one really stands out the most. Like, you ain't got the right.
I found those pictures. It was you. I think it was you, Kowalczyk, his wife. You were at your house in Copper's Cove.
Yeah.
And you're throwing up, and I think Kowalczyk was holding the American flag. Yeah, I think I have those pictures.
Dude, they're probably on your MySpace, if anything.
I got rid of my MySpace. So I got it on my phone for some reason.
Those pictures are from when the weekend before I left to Korea. That was the last party that I had. Yeah, and I'm throwing up on the in the grass in the front yard, and Kowalczyk is up the fucking flag. Yeah, dude. That was the weekend I was going to Korea that following week. Oh my God. Dude, I gotta see those pictures. I need to see those fucking pictures. You know what I'm gonna do?
It's like maybe one or two pictures, but
Yeah.
I got.
Oh fuck! You know what we didn't talk about, fool?
What?
All right, I'm gonna end it on a fucking funny note as well. So we used to have a motherfucking habit of coming to my house and just dropping dominoes, playing bones and shit. So one night,
I already know where this is going.
one night, fucking, one night, you came over and with Thrill Kill, and it was all three of us playing fucking dominoes. I think it was Ed playing dominoes.
Ed was there because he's the one that cleaned everything up.
So fucking so we're playing dominoes and shit, and then Thrill Kill's like, I think I gotta throw up. He gets up and goes to the sink and just starts chunking. Bleh, bleh. Like, I think that's it. He throws up more.
Dude, whose
what
idea
I remember was you.
I'm still trying to figure out whose idea it was to buy them big ass bottles of Corona.
Yeah, we bought the 40 out. We bought the boxes of 40s, right?
Dude, if you don't drink it fast, it's gonna get warm.
Oh, that's right, dude. And we were slamming those bottles. All I remember was you started throwing up on your shirt. And you just turned up. And I think I got pictures of that shit somewhere. I just don't know where, man.
I think you did take a picture of me, you fucker.
Yeah, you were in the backyard, dude. You were like rolling in your own puke. And then,
what?
Did you take your shirt off and try to put it inside out? Or
no, that wasn't me.
I don't remember what else happened, but that shit was fucking just for you, just like, and it was like chunky fucking vomit, dude. What the fuck did you had eaten?
I have no idea, bro.
You probably had one of those fucking potato fucking burritos from the. Ew. Anyways, man, that was a fucking great time. I had to end it on something light. Hey, I appreciate you coming on here on the Gunline, brother. You want to say what's up to anybody?
Hey, yeah. I mean, what's up? Everybody in the server was with me at 277. You ever in Vegas, look me up. I met up with Palfy already, Connolly. I ran into Hunt, but I didn't really hang out with him. Right when I got out.
Okay.
He was here on vacation with, anyways. I think they're separated or divorced now, but he was with his wife at the time.
Right.
So I ran into him like about a month or 2-3 months after I got out. I ran into him, but he.
Right on.
He didn't really. We just talked a little bit, and I never saw him. And I think Kowalczyk was here, but I didn't really get a chance to hang out with him. But hey, if you're ever in Vegas, look me up.
Fuck yeah.
Have a beer or something.
Hell yeah. Well, in my case, I'll have a Sprite.
Yeah, I'm trying to ease off the boost too, but
you bring your happy ass over here to San Antonio again, man.
Oh yeah, I will.
You need to come back.
Once all this shit's over.
I seen you take those fucking Facebook quizzes, and they said that you need to move to Texas.
Yes.
Mas puto.
Yeah, I'm starting to lean a little towards the red side, so I'm like, do I belong in Texas?
Come on down, baby. All right. Well, with that being said, man, I want to go ahead and throw out a quick shout out to Under the Net podcast. That's Siren Juarez's podcast. Y'all need to go and check that shit out. He just did an interview with Kowalczyk. That shit was off the chain, y'all. Go look it up. Under the Net. It's gonna be on your favorite podcast fucking platform: Spotify, Anchor, Apple. Go check that out. And then Coach Silva. Coach Silva was the cat that I had on here about last weekend. That's another great man to listen to. He's got some good fucking insight, some good motivational shit. Me, I'm just a shit talking motherfucker. And it turns out that I think I'm pretty much of an asshole too, is what it sounds like. It sounds like I was a fucking asshole. But people like me anyway. So, With that being said, man, I appreciate everybody that popped the squad here with us. Y'all have yourself a good one. Get ready for that midweek memo coming up for y'all. Thank y'all for watching the live Facebook version. Did you watch the live Facebook version, by the way?
Yeah.
That shit was fucking had me rolling, man. That shit had me rolling. So make sure you guys check that out. And if you don't have a podcast platform, just look us up on YouTube on the Gunline Podcast. I started dropping the podcast on there as well. Make sure you watch it, like it, subscribe to it, share it. Let's start building this fucking audience, y'all. With that being said, how the fuck do I forget this shit every goddamn time? Rounds complete and the mission. Gunline out. Bye, motherfuckers.